Tinubu is in trouble as what he planned with MAHMOOD YAKUBU have finally showcased. What they planned against Peter Obi back then, everything have finally showcased. It have finally be exposed. The video is finally out, but they want this video to be taken down, because if this video is not taken down, MAHMOOD YAKUBU is on his way to jail. He's going to be jailed. I would like guys to stay connected to the end of this video. If you can share this video, ensure you share it. Share to different social media platforms. Let it go viral. Let everybody come across this video. Let them know what Tinubu did with MAHMOOD YAKUBU, the Inec chairman. This man is the pioneer of the trouble that is going on in Nigeria democracy at the moment. His secret is finally exposed. Stay connected to the end of this video. You will see how they planned everything, how they orchestrated everything, and how they manipulate everything. The video is finally out. Stay connected. I'm coming back again.
Welcome you back to LAJUPOG TV.
I don't have bad news for you today.
The home of religious gossip.
But you should believe the fight for Mohammed.
What is happening in the Christendom? Join now to make sense with LAJUPOG.
Hello my great and wonderful viewers, welcome me back to LAJUPOG TV. For those of you coming across this channel for the very first time, ensure you click the red subscription button appearing on your video screen and do well to click the notification bell icon so that whenever we drop a new video in few hours time, YouTube will easily notify you and let you to know with immediate effect. Now, the update I have for you today is still regarding what is happening in the political zone. Bola Ahmed Tinubu orchestrated a plan with MAHMOOD YAKUBU, Inec chairman, and the plan was established some months ago in course of the election in 2023, and this plan is based on Peter Obi, because they never want Peter Obi to rule this country. They never want Peter Obi to become the president of Nigeria. So MAHMOOD YAKUBU collide with Bola Ahmed Tinubu. They sit down on a round table and they made a plan and they executed the plan. But a lot of obedience, they don't pay attention to this thing. When they did this thing, a lot of obedience were jubilating that Peter Obi is on a silver angle, but not knowing that these people are on the right plan and the plan was executed at the end of the day. Now, a popular figure has finally come out as an eyewitness that revealed all these things in the early hour of today. The secret of Bola Ahmed Tinubu and Inec chairman MAHMOOD YAKUBU have finally come out. The secret is finally exposed. So then I would like guys to stay connected to the end of this video. If you can share this video, ensure you share it. Share to different social media platforms. Let it go viral. And if you can share it, just like it as you're watching it. Give it a thumb up. It will be of help to this video so that YouTube will recommend it for us. Just like it as you're watching. The orchestrator of everything that is happening in Nigeria right now is that man called MAHMOOD YAKUBU. That Inec chairman orchestrated everything. People cannot afford to eat 3 square meal again. Everything is going wrong in this country. There are economic crisis. Dollar is appreciating against naira, and all of that. People cannot afford to pay their tuition fee, their school fees again. TUC is striking, NLC is striking, and all of that. There are demonstrations, peaceful demonstrations all around the country. I said it earlier on. I said the orchestrator of all these things is MAHMOOD YAKUBU. MAHMOOD YAKUBU is supposed to be in jail by now. This man is not supposed to be walking among Nigerians again. He's not supposed to be living among people, because what this man did, the shenanigan that this man did with Bola Ahmed Tinubu, if you should see it, it will shockalize you. You will shed tears if you should see what this man did. A lot of obedience, I said it earlier on, when they planned this thing, they did not pay attention to this thing. A lot of obedience were even jubilating. They did not know that it was a trap that they set for Peter Obi, and this trap really caught Peter Obi big time. Now you can see what is going on. You can see how everything is going. What they planned together are finally coming into existence. Now things are hiking up in the country. People are dying every day because of hunger and all of that. People are doing what they are not supposed to do because of money, because the money is not there, the work is not there. Graduates are finishing from school, there is no work for them, and all of that. I said it and I will say it again. The orchestrator of all these evil doings in Nigeria is MAHMOOD YAKUBU. The Inec chairman orchestrated all these things. So for you guys to confirm what I'm saying in this very video, ensure you stay connected to the end of this video. You will hear what this man said. This man revealed everything. Just stay connected to the end of this video. You will see how they plan everything. Tinubu himself cannot stand and plan everything on his own. Tinubu cannot execute anything on his own. I said it. I said the politicians in Nigeria, they are doing a lot of things, but a lot of shenanigans are coming out from their hand. But these people cannot execute it themselves. They need some people to do things for them. Likewise, Tinubu cannot do everything on his own. What he planned it alongside with MAHMOOD YAKUBU, and they executed it. Now, stay connected. You will see everything. I'm coming back again.
And it's a big shame that MAHMOOD YAKUBU, who have children, and the school travelers will manifest the kind of Satanism that took place in Kogi State yesterday. As I speak with you, I am completely ashamed that Inec had an opportunity to correct, to ameliorate, palliate their mistakes, deliberate mistakes in the last presidential election, but instead they have decided to compound the worries of Nigerians over our democratic process. What we saw yesterday was not democracy. MAHMOOD YAKUBU is the bane of democratic development in this country. He is a major problem to our democracy, and he has proven again that he's not capable of being a repentant soul.
Is it because, Senator, that you lost this election that you're speaking in this manner?
This is not the first time I'm losing elections. And I've never come out to make complaints like this. If I lose honorably, if I lose in a free, fair, and credible election, I will congratulate the winner.
So this was not credible as far as you're concerned?
It is not even close to credible.
You put forward some document, which will allow you to speak to tonight, and perhaps you might be able to explain to Nigerians what you meant by the fact that this election was not free and fair. For those who think that they voted in the election but they did not vote.
Anyway,
so that perhaps they say, oh, maybe Dino is not a good sportsman. That's why you're saying
it is not about being a good sportsman or not. It's about integrity. It is about the credibility of the referee. It's about the credibility of Inec and MAHMOOD YAKUBU.
Let's break it down.
Let me come down to you. In 2019, the Abelo wrote results in Okene local government to the tune of 112,000 to the APC and less than 1,000 for the PDP. But when Beavers operated in the February election, where we voted for the National Assembly and presidential elections, in Okene local government, APC had 20,000 votes and the PDP have 12,000 votes. So in Okene local government, total vote cast was less than 40,000. This year, February, and in the elections yesterday, Okene local government alone voted about 150,000, close to 150,000 votes, because the governor was awarded 141,538 votes. So you now imagine the same local government that produced less than 40,000 votes in February. The same local government now is producing close to 150,000 votes. Then go back and check. Inec is shameless. Inec is oozing. The RF yesterday showed the correct accredited voters, and we've downloaded all that already. We've downloaded it already.
So you have,
we downloaded it all yesterday. By today, they started tampering with it. But what I have here is from the back end of Inec, and I challenge MAHMOOD YAKUBU and every staff of Inec to incontrovert this document that I have.
What do you have?
From Okene local government, registered voters in the local government. I'm not talking of PVC collected. I'm talking of registered voters in that local government. Is 151,243. Then
for Okene local
government. Then you have for accredited voters 73,150. Then you now have APC alone scoring 141,538. When you have 73,150 accredited voters, then APC alone scoring 141,538. And if you look 141,538 to the registered voters, you must know that, Sheung. I'm not talking of PVC collected. I'm talking of registered voters. So if you have 151,248 registered voters and 141,000, that is over 90% of registered voters, not PVC collected. Even in the United States of America, that is the most civilized country in the world, this cannot happen. Then you come back to Adavi, where you have 114 663 registered voters, and you have accredited voters of 55,115. Then you have APC scoring 103,172. You find out that this is more than double of the accredited voters, and that is exactly what happened in almost every local government.
And you have your own evidence to back this up. I mean,
very well
for
so.
what really happened, because the result that was turned in and collated at the local government area, you were saying that it was inflated.
Completely inflated. See, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. There were overvoting in 17 local governments, including my local government, Ijumu local government. Overvoting in 17 local governments. I gave you this document, SEUN. It's very clear. Your accreditation on from EC8A, you can see what it is. Then see the discrepancies with what you have in Beaver's accreditation. Just look at it. It's so clear, so open, so brazenly done, so shamelessly done, so ridiculously done. This is institutionalized and scientific rigging.
In Adavi, it was 88,000 on this hand,
yes.
But those who originally, according to you, really the real voters who went for accreditation as captured by the IRF is 26,000. That's about for almost 60,000 different.
That is it. And that is what happened in 17 local governments across the state. And INEC went ahead to declare these results. Remember yesterday, when INEC made a press release, they said there were discrepancies or reported discrepancies in 5 local governments and that they were investigating it. INEC said they were investigating it. While you were investigating, you went ahead to declare those local governments.
You made a video about Ogorimagongo and some other areas. So INEC eventually said
INEC now said that they were investigating. They stated it in their press conference. They were investigating Okene, they were investigating Adavi, they were investigating Ogorimagongo, they were investigating Ajakuta, and they were investigating Okehi. While we were waiting for the report of INEC or the report of their investigation, they went ahead to declare these fictitious written results. You saw yesterday that a lot of coppers or polling clerks or agents were all arrested with pre-filled result sheets. A number of them yesterday.
And you have evidence of that.
Very well. And again, I also gave you some result sheets from original result sheets. Maybe you can highlight some of them.
Maybe the producers
you will see how mutilated the result sheets are. You will see where PDP votes were cancelled and reduced. You know, PDP votes there cancelled and reduced, while that of APC increased. I have about 10 of such results here. All of this is just an example, but I have more than 200 results, all mutilated like this.
One of this is in Okeyi. LGA school,
yes.
Iruvechi
2.
Yeah.
In Okeyi local government.
There is another one from Okeyi, LGA school, Iruvechi 2. And a host of Okeyi, yes, there's a lot of Okeyi results.
Yes, there's one, the Kina one there, you can see it. There are so many, look at them. PDP votes deliberately cancelled and reduced, and APC votes increased. And there are 72 polling units where I won elections in local government. At the point of announcement, they said there are no result sheets. Result sheets now manifested at the collation center. MAHMOOD YAKUBU he's got kids. He has no fear of God. He's the problem with our democracy.
Do you think MAHMOOD YAKUBU has a direct hand in all of this?
How will Yaya Bello and APC have access to original result sheets without MAHMOOD YAKUBU's cooperation? How did a youth corps member who is engaged by INEC have 1 million naira in a bag on the day of election?
How did you get to know that?
The video is everywhere. I can send it to you right away. It's everywhere. I've never seen this type of fraud in my life. I've seen rigging, I've seen inflation of results, I've seen snatching of ballot papers. But what we saw in Kogi yesterday is legendary. It's shameful. Mahmood YAKUBU must cancel the election in Kogi State. Go and check the back end result. It's disgraceful. It's embarrassing.
When you say back end,
yeah,
you're meaning at the Inec.
At the Inec, yes.
And you have the back end.
I have it.
How did you get it?
That is left to me. I'm a private investigator. Certified private investigator.
So you have all of this?
That is what I've done. I gave you a copy.
Okay, that's what you have.
And I challenge Mahmood, as we are speaking, to print a copy of their back end. If this
So is it different what is on the IREV right now?
They started changing it, but they are being stupid because we already downloaded what was posted yesterday to today. We already have it full downloaded. The discrepancies are so glaringly clear. It's there. You cannot even think about it. It's there. And how can Inec promise Nigerians? We thought they will improve on their mess in February. But what they have done now is that they've become more brazen. They've become bolder. They are saying to hell. And these people have children. These people think they have a future. And they think there's no God factor in the affairs of men. And a country that is supposed to be moving forward, completely this result, I weep for this country. In fact, SEUN, there was a country. There was a country. It is painful not because of me. For me, Dino Melaye, I am okay. For what I will eat and drink and train my children, God has provided. To God be the glory. It's not about me, but it's about generations yet unborn. It's about doing the right thing in this country. It's about indoctrinating our children with right rudiments and right values. How will a child explain that on the same RF portal, the accreditation on paper is different from accreditation on the RF? Where on earth can you have 151,000 registered voters? I'm not saying PVC connected, and 97% of people who registered voters voted. Nobody died. Nobody in the whole country. If you get 35% people voting from PVC connected, it's a good result. If you get 40%, it's a good result. But how can you explain that 97% of not PVC connected, of registered voters voted in Okene, voted in Adavi, voted in Kogi?
Your assumption, Senator Melaye, is that this is your allegations are in respect of the fact that it may be a collusion between Inec and a political party. Is that
it
what
is
you're
not
saying?
an assumption, it is not an allegation. It's a statement of fact that I have proven to you with documents.
No,
I have given you more than 15 documents this evening. If you want to show Nigerians, let Nigerians see all the documents I've shown you. The last one I showed you, show Nigerians and let people see. And it is on this mutilated result, on this cancelated result, that the stooge of Yahya Bello was declared. It is based on this fraud that it was declared, and Inec is aware. Inec knew that 5 local government results were written before the election. And that spread is not only to those 5 local governments, it's across the state. 17 local governments in Kogi State have overvoted. 17.
Senator Melaye, have you officially communicated this grievance?
We have submitted our petition to Inec with evidence this afternoon.
So what is your next line of action?
Our next line of action is that Inec have 7 days to review petitions. So we are waiting to see what they will do. But this one, we will see the end of it. We must, in an unjust society, silence is a crime. Within the confines of law, we will make sure that the right thing is done. Nigeria is not a banana republic. Nigeria is not a state where APC is Lord Alpha and Omega. No! Government is not owned by those in government. Government is owned by the people. Democracy will continue to be government of the people, by the people and for the people. It will never one day become greediocracy as APC is trying to do. Greediocracy is government of the greedy, by the greedy and for the greedy. We will not allow it. Nigerians must rise up and stop this fraud. Why can't we organize a decent election? If you win, you are satisfied in your conscience that you won. How can you be carrying an illegitimate mandate and you are comfortable and you are happy? I've shown you documented evidence of mutilations, cancellations, suppression of votes. A meeting held and they said Dino Melaye must not come second because if he comes second, it's dangerous. He can knock this guy off. So he must become a distant third. There was no election, there was only allocation of votes. So votes were allocated. Only Ajaka should not be excited that he won 1 or 2, 3 local governments in the east. It was allocated. The same thing happened in February election where Lagos was given to Labour. Labour should not think they won Lagos. It was deliberate. The mathematics was done. The arithmetic was done. Kwankwaso was given Kanu, knowing fully well that other states have been padded. That is exactly the same formula that was used in Kogi State. And 17 local governments overvoting what Inec ought to have done. Let YAKUBU swear by the Holy Quran that there was no report by the field officers for cancellation in this local government.
Thank you for staying connected, my great and wonderful viewers. You can hear what Dino Melaye was saying in that very video with SEUN Okinbaloye of Channels Television. You know, SEUN Okinbaloye was trying to calm Dino down, but this man was kind of furious to the level that he have to articulate his feeling, he have to express himself, because this is a very, very bad thing that YAKUBU is doing. YAKUBU did this thing in 2023 election, the presidential election, and he got the back of the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court granted him justice. They provided justice just to justify Bola Ahmed Tinubu and Inec as a whole. You know, for Supreme Court to justify YAKUBU, that gave him the backbone, like it gave him the effrontery to do more of the evil that he's doing in Nigeria. You know, it's obvious that he did his shenanigans because of the 2023 election. You know, according to what Dino Melaye was saying in this very video, Dino said that what Tinubu planned with YAKUBU was that they should release Lagos State to Peter Obi, and you notice in course of the 2023 election, they left Lagos State to Peter Obi, and Peter Obi won Lagos State, and a lot of obedient were jubilating. Even though Fire Osene of Arise News was jubilating on the general television, in the public television, in Arise News and all of that, a lot of people were jubilating that they have won Tinubu in his home, because Tinubu used to call himself the city boy. You know, he said he owns Lagos, that is a landlord of Lagos, that Peter Obi have a house in Lagos, but he himself owns Lagos, that Peter Obi is just like a co-tenant in Lagos, that he is Peter Obi's landlord in Lagos. So when Peter Obi won him in Lagos, a lot of people were shouting. They were like, oh, Peter Obi have won Tinubu in Lagos and all of that. The attention of people have been driven down to that area, and a lot of people were celebrating that, oh, for Peter Obi to win Lagos, Peter Obi will win the 2023 election. This is the strategy that they used. They used this strategy in the 2023 election. They left Lagos State for Peter Obi because they know that a lot of people put their support for Peter Obi in Lagos. If they did not rig Lagos State and did not leave it for Peter Obi, if they didn't leave it for Peter Obi, it is obvious that normally they should follow the normal procedure. Peter Obi will win Lagos State automatically. That one is constant. But they did it to the extent that they left Lagos for Peter Obi. They did not take that Lagos from him, because they can actually withdraw Lagos State from Peter Obi. They can say to the general public that it was Tinubu that won Lagos, but they know that it's going to call a lot of people attention to that. You know, a lot of people are going to drag them on that. So they left Lagos, a sensitive place in Nigeria, a place that is called Tinubu home. They left it for Peter Obi to win. So Peter Obi won it, and you will notice that APC margin was very close to Labour Party. It was only small that Labour Party used to win APC in Lagos State. They did not allow the margin to be large and all of that. So this is the handwork of YAKUBU and Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and that was the same thing that they did in Kogi State. YAKUBU, the Inec chairman, demanded for more than 200 billion naira to conduct the 2023 presidential election, and you can see the election that he did. He selected the president for Nigerians, and a lot of Nigerians have been talking about this since then. You know, everybody expressed that displeasure regarding the election. Likewise, the Kogi State election, the Bayelsa State, and even the Imo State, YAKUBU State demanded for 18 billion again, and with the 18 billion that this guy demanded for again, the House of Assembly released it to him, and you can see the election that this guy conducted again. So I said it earlier on, I said the orchestrator of all the problems in Nigeria right now is YAKUBU, Inec chairman. This guy is doing all these things and is going scot-free. He's doing all these things and is getting the back of APC because he's seriously working for them. The principal of YAKUBU is in APC, which is Bola Ahmed Tinubu. You will notice that recently Tinubu appointed more than 20 Inec commissioners and all of that. More than 20 appointing national commissioners of Inec, and they were all from APC. So this is not supposed to be done now. If Tinubu should appoint national commissioners of Inec from APC, what are you expecting? Are you expecting that they will work in favor of PDP and all of that? Are you expecting that they will work against APC? So that is what is happening. So there are a lot of selection that is ongoing as far as Nigerian democracy and Nigeria election is concerned. If you should look at what Dino Melaye said vividly in this very video, he said the ringing was very massive and they even do it to his eyes. Like Dino said this in this very video. He said in Kogi state, the number of registered voters in a particular polling unit is about 90-something thousand people and all of that. But what baffles everybody was that 97% of the registered voters voted in the election, and they voted in favor of APC only. 97% voted. Even in US, number of registered voters, if it is 100%, the highest that will come out to vote is not even more than 55% at maximum. That's the thing. A lot of people will die pending the time that they register for the vote and all of that. A lot of people will die and a lot of people will migrate. There are a lot of things, but for 97% to vote and vote in favor of APC, that is obviously showing that there is something fishing in that very place. So the agitation of Dino is very, very documented and is very, very real. It's obvious because the rigging is kind of very massive. They even put Dino in the third position. I don't know how true that is, but with the document that Dino shown in this very video, it is very obvious that that rigging was very massive. Inec chairman did it as usual. He selected the governorship candidate for Kogi state. So they did all these shenanigans. So they did 3 elections. They give 2 winnings to APC, and so that people will not get them talking and all of that, they left Bayelsa state to PDP. So that is still the magic and that is still the things that they're doing. So Inec chairman is still on this very game because he's been supported by the ruling party, and there's nothing that will happen because the people that he's working for, they claim that they are in charge at the moment. So you can see what they did for Peter Obi because of the 2023 election. So drop your opinion in the comment section of this video. What do you guys think? So I'm going to get and that to for you. Ensure you drop a comment in the comment section of this video. Ensure you like this video, give it a thumb up, and if you can't like it, just share it. Share it to different social media platforms. So ensure you follow me on my social media handles on Facebook at LAJUPOG TV and LAJUPOG Entertainment, and on Instagram at LAJUPOG. Guess what, guys? See you in my next video. Bye.
Religious gossip today for body. Pastor with the line on top, pastor for LAJUPOG Watch TV. Pastor with the back, where politician with the do pass himself. Leader, why you waiting for church?